Covid-19. Tell us about that. You've had a bad run with that, right? You look great now, I'm going to say.
No, I'm okay now, thank God. But I got it. It hit me when I knew I got it on the Monday that we were supposed to travel to Bahrain for the first race, actually. But luckily, the race got postponed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to go. And I only started feeling a symptom the day before, when in the evening I just started coughing but I couldn't stop myself from coughing all of a sudden, like around 7-8 o'clock at night. Didn't think too much of it, just maybe thought it was a bit of dust, but it wasn't stopping. Woke up the next day and I was completely like finished. I couldn't move and I was such a high temperature, and then I was out of it for like 3 or 4 weeks at least, and it took me well over a month before I could like start to exercise and move. I was getting really tired very easily. It was difficult. It was very difficult.
Now that's shocking to hear. I mean, you are a fit young athlete, 20 years old, I guess now?
Yeah.
Fit, racing driver fit, and you got it that badly. I guess this is a very difficult question to answer, but do you know how you got it?
100%. I think I got it in London because we were testing like 2 weeks or just over 2 weeks before I really got it in Bahrain, and no one in my team got it. So I don't think I got it from there. Even if I got it there, I would have passed it to them for sure. So 100% I got it in London, which wouldn't surprise me because we were the last country to go into lockdown anyway, and everyone was normal. And then I got ill like 3 or 4 days before the lockdown. Oh no, or a week. 3 or 4 days or a week a week before the lockdown started, actually. A week or two before the lockdown started. So I think maybe I should have taken more precaution.
Yeah, but what sort of precaution? I mean, presumably social distancing was just starting to come into play at that point, was it? Or
I don't think for me, I don't get too close to people anyway. But I think it's just I touch stuff without realizing, like when I use public transport, like the tube. I think it's just when I touch stuff, and then even though I try to sanitize my hands, you'll never do it as frequently as you should, and then you'll touch your face without realizing, and then you got it, and then that's it.
And when you had it really badly, you stayed at home, I guess. You didn't go to hospital?
No. I stayed at home because I knew it was really bad, but I knew it wasn't life-threatening like it was to other people. So other people needed that space in the hospital, and I knew I'd be okay. So I just waited out at home, and then my chiropractor who follows me to all my racing, he gave me supplements to take. So I'm taking vitamin A, vitamin D3, zinc, obviously vitamin C, and also astragalus root. It's like a plant-based thing. You put it into water, and it really boosts your immunity because he does a lot with homeopathic stuff. So that really, really helped my recovery, and also helped my parents because I passed on to my whole family without realizing. And they got it, but they didn't get it as bad as me, luckily, because they loaded up on the supplements that we were taking. And my dad had it for about a week, because my dad never gets sick, ever. And it was like the first time I've seen him sick in like 6 years. Mm-hmm. So he had it for about over a week. Mm. And then my mum had it as well. She had it for about 5 days. But luckily they didn't get it as bad as me, and I can only thank God for that, really.
Mm. And in that worst period, presumably you lost quite a lot of weight. You're in a fever, right?
Yeah. I was sweating so well. I couldn't eat, so I didn't eat for like 2.5 weeks. I'd say I could barely eat or even drink water. And when I went to see my doctor about a week or two ago, I did a weigh-in with her, and I was over 5 kilos lighter than what I was since January, which is not a bad issue actually, because I needed to lose a little bit of weight. I need to lose a kilo anyway, so I could just maintain this weight, So yeah.
Well, it's good to see you now. I mean, when did you start to feel better, and how far into your recovery are you now? I mean, how fit are you now?
So I got it around March 20th. Around March 20th, 22nd. And I'm okay now. Mashallah, luckily, thank to God, I'm really, really okay. It's Ramadan now, so I'm fasting. It's the 14th day. and we got 16 more days to go. And I think that builds my immunity as well, actually, because fasting really helps the body recover, because you're replenishing all the old cells that the body couldn't get rid of, because now your digestive system has a chance to rest because you're not drinking anything or eating anything. Your body takes care of all the toxins and the bad cells in your body that it couldn't before. And it's part of my religion to do it for a month anyway. So, and I'm doing it.